And let's just go ahead and reveal my face. Okay, welcome back to anybody that's in here. Uh, so, we're gonna continue, but right now I have this up. I'm just trying to find the easiest way to make a map, basically. Um, I mean, I could continue to try to do sketch. I could continue to sketch inside um, Blender, and I might do that later. But right now I'm just seeing if is there a way that I can, start like making a map here. And so, and I don't know if there's an easy way to do this. Walls, separators. That's interesting. Where's text? Number of rooms. That's interesting. What's this? Tokens. That's kind of interesting. It's called MIP UI. It's free. Uh, Shapes. I don't really know how to use this though. Uh, Elevation. Big stairs. Little stairs. Medium-ish stairs. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's the shapes. That's interesting. Okay, Control Z. If I go back to walls, let's do rectangular room here. That kind of makes sense. Ellipse. Let's check out ellipse. Uh, I'll probably get to the actual chapter 7 stuff here in just a second. So if I need to do that, if I need a circle, I'll do a circle, right? Interesting. Elliptical room. I wonder if you can, well, interesting. That's kind of interesting. I don't know. The union thing is kind of weird. Okay, I'll leave that aside. It's the easiest way to make a map. Draw.io. schematic world maps, label zones. I just need to do let's see. No, that's not where I wanted. Draw.io. Oh, I wonder if this is the actual the actual thing here. I don't. Yeah, cookies, whatever. Product pricing. It claims. Well, it looks like it has like a free trial or something. Okay. I I don't know what this. Here, try it free. Oh, forget it then. Okay. That's right. I've seen this before. I looked at using this before, even. That's not interesting to me. Let's close that. Images. Uh, hmm. Anything else I can use? Gotta be free though. Cool. I'm streaming, but right this second in around ways to create a map. They're completely free tools. You can use browser-based tile map editor. See, I don't need a tile map editor though. See, I probably don't need. Yeah, I don't need something like that. Making made simple for game developers. Mapper made. Okay, let's go ahead and turn off the shields for the site. It's good so they can do its thing. Sometimes. Oh, weird. How come? Wait a second. What's going on here? Why did it jump down? Try it yourself. Okay. Yeah. Layer system. Interesting. I don't need a tile map though, so tile map, that's kind of cool though. Uh, my tool, help create map for games. Like a pixel editor, huh? Huh, interesting. Huh, very interesting. Very interesting. That's weird. If I switch to do border color, there we go. Hmm. Layers, data. Interesting. So you can use it here. So drawing with these objects as brushes, placing periodically. Let's see. What about maps that aren't specifically map making? Okay, so any tile map stuff is out because this is just locations and in my game presented by simple shapes, some text. But what about apps that aren't explicitly made for map making but make good map makers? No map specific apps include creating simple shape based roll maps. Exzel draw, free open source browser based tool with hand draw and aesthetic. Support shapes, text grouping, real time. Excalibur. Okay. Let's check pricing because one infinite scene, unlimited collaborators, export, limited scenes of folders. That's all right. Pick a tool to start drawing. I see. It's kind of weird that you have to. I mean, this would actually be fine here, but the two. Okay. This would probably work too. I'll leave that up there for a second. Uh, um, storyboarding thing, huh? Oh, that's interesting. That would not be useful necessarily for. Well, I suppose you could do map something or another if you wanted to. Huh. Use storyboard images in conjunction with details below. With boxes. Huh, interesting. Huh. Script placeholder. Let's go to all templates. Featured AI playground. Accelerated. What templates? Hmm. Interesting. Brainstorming stuff. Uh, storyboarding toolkit. Empathy map canvas. Ah, interesting. Waldo. Oh, this is kind of weird. Um, let's go to the main. Is there a main? Collaborative AI workflows help your team build the right thing faster. Huh. Check their pricing. They probably have a free tier too. Oh, that's interesting though. Uh, Whiteboard, infinite canvas, sticky note shapes, connectors, great for mapping game locations, relationships. Free tier allows one editable board, perfect for a single world map, stream friendly, collaborative. That's not a bad thing. These two actually allow me to do it from the start here. Um, but let's see here. Pardon me for burping. Okay. Diagramming. Launch. That's right. I've seen this. I was thinking about it for well, it's flow charting. I was thinking about it for maps, I think. Drag and drop elements. Interesting. So this is a more or less like a flow charting tool. That's cool. Hmm. That might work. I don't know if that would work or not. Let's do something here. Let's start over here. Well, I need to remove that, I guess, but so let's say we got Bill here, and then let's say I am it's gonna let's see. This will work. But something like that, I guess. Um, let's think for a moment. I don't, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's just there. Hmm. I'm, I don't know. I'm thinking, I guess, a little bit. Can zoom out. That's cool too. Uh, I suppose what I should do is I should make sure that I have these. I probably have this bookmarked somewhere, but make sure that this is bookmarked. Here, we'll put it in Enchanted Dev. That's good. We'll put this also. I already have this. Let's put this in Enchanted Dev. Done. Here. This one, we'll put that in Enchanted Dev there too. Right. I just did that, right? Yeah. Leave. That's all right. That's just to get to it, and then this is kind of interesting. This could be useful if I could learn how to use it, but I don't know how. I'll put it in there anyways. I don't know how easy it would be for me to learn or quick it would be for me to learn. Oh, come on. What's going on here? Am I still here? Oh, I guess it's back. It's okay. Let me here, let me put in the chat. That still work. I don't know why it drops out. Why it's been dropping out either. And I don't think it's the internet dropping out. It could be, but I think chat still doesn't work. Oh, chat does work. It's not showing up. It's not showing up as doing it though. But apparently, no. But it's not doing it over here, and not doing it in Rumble. What's going on here? Let's check something here. Let's go back to video details. Let's see if this is still like not like doubling up or whatever it did that last time. And here it's fine. Let's check out. I'm gonna go back here. Oh shoot. I don't know why, but my internet is popping out. I suppose it would be something related to the winter storm. We hardly ever get here in Central Florida. Okay. Um. Oh, and okay, so chat did restore, and that's working, and chat seems to be working, but I don't know when my internet will go out again. Um, okay, everything seems to be going good, I guess. Here, let me see if I can hear myself. What's it doing? Okay, whatever. It's okay. It's acting odd. Maybe what I should do with regards to map making is I remember the old King's Quest games, and probably a bunch of other games too. They basically would go on a grid basis. I mean, it's the number of screens, so it's like uh let's see. Let me pull up something here. King's Quest One map. Um, let's see if it pops up here. So okay, so everything seems to be working okay right now, and we'll go based off of that. Okay. Okay, so you can see it here. Open image in a new tab. Well, I have to actually blow it up to see it. But if you notice here, this is the whole map for King's Quest 1 here. Now, obviously it was back in the day. It's the first King's Quest. It wasn't that much longer after uh like the Apple online systems, Apple II games, I guess. But see, everything was on a grid, right? And that made it pretty simple. That made it simple for rooms and stuff to see what connected to what, so you could go into the rooms. And I think there's a possibility. Actually, let's ask that. Did King's Quest 1 have a single map for the whole game, or individual based on inside locations? A single interconnected map for the main world. Daventry structure is a grid that wraps around the edges, meaning moving off one side, bringing the opposite side. This primary map includes castles surrounding forests, rivers, key landmarks like the goat pen, the well, and the woodcutter's cottage. While the main world is a unified grid, individual locations such as houses, caves, and the well, land of the leprechauns, Beanstalk Mountain are separate screens or sub-areas that exist within the larger map. These internal locations, uh, some of these are just one screen or so, they wouldn't have a map anyways. Uh, I think the land of the leprechauns had multiple screens, so didn't it? Entrance tunnel guard, main hall, throne room, exit tunnel. So did it technically have a map, or were they just linearly connected? Because I don't remember. Multiple connected screens rather than strictly linear sequences, and screens include King's Quest 1. Let's see if it development prototype. Is suffering for reason. Okay. In our graphics, they used to call them 3D. Why? Because a character could move behind or in front of an object. Uh, Integrate graphical animation in the player's view of the game world. Shifts away from static scenery to the player's character, which is animated on screen. Let's see, blah blah blah. Depth perspective simulated. Walk behind objects. This attention to graphical animation, commonplace in action games, earned King's Quest the distinction as the first 3D animated adventure game. Really kind of cool that they called it 3D, because in a sense, it was. Um, yeah, I'm in the middle of the stream though, so as long as it holds, um, I'm good. But I may do it later. Okay, so let's see. Some textual input. Yes, I remember that. Consists of 8 by 6 cyclical array of screens or rooms that make the outdoor world in which the player can navigate freely, plus 30 additional screens for indoor, sky, and underground places. Here, let's see something here. Let's go back to the, I think it's the search here. Okay. 8 by 6. That's crazy. It's crazy tiny. Um, huh. Interesting. Um, click to enlarge. Oh, I did that already. Okay. See, let's try all Kings Quest 1 maps. Because you might have some locations because like I said, the Leprechaun one wasn't just like continuous line or anything. That timed out. And I don't think that's my internet. I think that's the page specifically. Okay. Uh SCI. SCI would be the newer. See, this is let's see, this is this looks like a linear deal here too though. Land of the Leprechauns. This is the remake, the VGA remake, I believe. That's why it's using the SCI engine instead of the AGI one. AGI was the original adventure game interpreter. Um, but this is all pretty much linear except for this top over here. Interesting. Land in the clouds. This still gives me a good idea. It's still grid based though. I mean, this might be the VGA version of King's Quest One, but it's that's really cool looking. Daventry, the main Daventry one. Interesting. You don't really realize it, but if you look here, only the bottom half of the castle when you go into the castle. And that's because the way that they did it, right? It still kept this 8 by 6 layout though, right? So hmm, very interesting. This would be what a view like behind the castle, right? These are kind of the same things here. You go up through the dealie and then it switches to the screen, and you go to the sides. Very interesting. Hmm. Well, even though that is what it is, that's very interesting. Let's see games. Game search. Publishers. Engines. AGI. Developers. Coursera. The Sierra Chest. Sierra Online. Um, oh, search. Okay. So let's see here. Let's try. I'm more interested in the early ones just because of how simple it was. And, ooh, I remember having Mickey's Space Adventure on the Commodore 64. And I also remember that the game, the disk drive ran so hot with this game back in the day. Oh, continue. Okay. Wrath of Denethor. Denethanor. Denethanor. Okay, what I'm looking for is the Space Quest ones. Where's the King's Quest ones? It should be in here somewhere. Online systems. Back when it was online systems. Quest for Glory. Through 5. Police Quest. Missing cover. I guess I could just do a search, huh? User shoot. Larry. There we go. Let's do King's Quest 6. That's a really was it that was really kind of their best one in my opinion there. They just gotten rid of the kind of like the dead ends and whatever, and I wanted to see. There we go. There we go. King's Quest 6. Let's check out maps. Okay, the magic map, of course. The 4 islands, Land of the Green Isles. Isle of the Mist, which is kind of like not there until you solve a certain puzzle or something. I forget. The Catacombs. And the Catacombs looks very good based. Kind of, it's probably on purpose though because of the nature of the catacombs. Really, that's all the maps you got. Let's see something here. Let's look up something else here. King's Quest maps. There's catacombs, but there's got to be more of a map than that. You know, a map of each of the islands. Here, King's Quest games. We'll go to 6. Walkthrough. I don't need a walkthrough, but Catacombs Pass. Oh, weird. Here, let me ask Leo here. Um, how many actual maps did King's Quest 6 have? Excluding the full magic map for the Land of Green Isles. Trying to look for that. Uh, just like looking through this is good. Will probably help me understand the uh, the nature of how they made maps. Multi-map structure, right? Isle of the Crown, Isle of Wonder. Um, can you link me to maps for each of the isles? When I searched, mostly what came up was the catacombs. Video game maps, okay. Okay, right. And that, okay, I see. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, thanks very much. Isle of Wonder. Really? Oh, that's interesting. There, I mean, huh, interesting. Alice, Secret Mountain Cat. Okay, this is the actual catacombs ones right here. Uh, and that's fine. Uh, very interesting. I didn't realize there was so few like locations, right? Of course, mine has quite a few. I guess quite a few locations. No, well, not really. I mean, yeah, sort of yes, and sort of no. Um, Interesting. Realm of the Dead. This just looks like the catacombs. That is the catacombs. That isn't the Realm of the Dead. Catacombs too. Okay. PC maps. Owl of Mists. Okay. Realm of the Dead. There's the Realm of the Dead. Isle of the Crown. I'm kind of surprised. Um, is that the complete? I don't know if it can tell me, but so I'm looking at that page on bgmaps.de. Um, this is the page for Q6. Do you know for sure if that's the... You know for sure if they're all there? I don't know if it can tell. Maybe it can't. Maybe I had to use something like Grok because Grok can do a search. Oh, hey, John. Chat is working. Internet goes going out. Yes, internet was going out. Was going out, or it went out like once. It did it yesterday too, and it still had something to do with the Wi-Fi though, not necessarily the internet itself. Although it's possible. The site includes individual maps for right. It's full set. Also confirms and appears after completing the catacombs. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I already know about that. Where's the Isle of the Mists here? It's right here, right? That's where the druids were. Oh, this is kind of interesting too. Um, let's see. Try to listen over Steve talking. He never shuts up. Okay, that's all right, John. It's cool that you're here. Um, So if I'm drifting a little bit, it's because right now I'm not actually working on the. I'll be working on the story stuff here in just a second. In fact, I did take my break at 1, so it's about a little over half an hour from now. But right now I'm looking at different maps for King's Quest because I'm still trying to figure out how I can draw my own map for my own game, and it's a little too like disjointed. The ideas and the locations and stuff are a little too disjointed in my head for me to really think of anything right now. And I was trying to find a simple way to draw a map. And there's a couple of different apps, online apps I can use that work in the browser, or some stuff I could download that it's even free. But the what was this fit? Oh, anyways, um, so I'm looking at the maps for these different games and stuff. Um, I'm surprised that the game here. These are the maps for King's Quest 6. There's actually not that many locations in here. I mean, or I should say, not that many screens. It's and a few main locations. They like kept it limited in scope, but you still don't feel like it's that bad. Castle basement, right? That. Then you can look at the into the windows, different cells, and then that's that treasure room or whatever. Huh. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm having a little bit of a problem with the maps. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to do it like a grid, although nothing is laid out like a grid. In other words, things are just kind of placed based on how they appear if you walked over it. Like a regular map would be. But to make it easier for myself, I'm going to do grid based, but um, only as far as how do I say it? It's just everything's going to be on a grid. They'll still be connected, how they're connected or whatever. That way, I can just kind of I could almost think of them in terms of screens, but that way I can build my map as just a kind of a irregular grid of squares. Um, anyways, let's see here. Okay. What's interesting is how few different actual locations and how few of screens, a few screens there are in each location. It it feels bigger than it is, but that's pretty well designed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's not really. It's basically the storytelling, and it has you traversing to the different areas a lot, and then the puzzles kind of make up the time, so it makes it feel bigger. These elements combine to create an illusion of vastness, making the land of the greenhouse feel larger. Ah, yes. Uh, okay. Although my game has several locations, um, and is not really actually grid based, I think I can still use a grid um, for locations. That way I kind of simplify mapping the game. Even a non-grid based game is a smart and widely used design approach simplifies mapping, navigation, and logic management by treating each location as a node on the grid, regardless of how the player experiences the space. Common in adventure and RPG games where each screen or area is a cell in a logical grid. Moving between locations follow grid-based rules, even if the visuals are seamless. Streamlines event triggers, inventory puzzles, and pathfinding. Games like King's Quest and Zork use this behind the scenes. The player may not see a grid, but the world is organized as one for design clarity. Um, I noticed though that the KQ6 uh, maps are not 100% grid based. as the screens don't fall cleanly on grid lines. Isometric perspective, the hidden grid system for object placement. Screens themselves are not aligned. That's not what I meant, anyways. Yeah. Hmm. I think though I will do that, even if grid nodes are in a different 2D position. It will sort of it will still align to the grid. You absolutely use the logical grid to organize your game's location, even if the visual layouts or regular screens don't align to a strict grid. This is common. Hmm, can you recommend uh, an app that's free, possibly browser based, that allows me to build a graph, i.e. each cell can have, say, a text, some text or something in it that identifies what it contains. Yeah, but see, okay, so I was here. Let me pull up that MIP UI thing. Where is it at? This actually does have a grid, but uh, let's see something here. Map. That's not what I want. It's actually remembering my thing probably from when I used it last. Uh, well, separators. And not quite. Go. Selection. Elevation, no. Shapes, nope. Text, I get it. Well, how do I change the grid size, though, or can I? Clear map. Okay. Oh. Simple. Friendly. Okay. Well, a tile map editor. I guess I was saying that well, tile map editor. I don't need like tile sets and stuff. So um tile map editor, while in a sense useful for this particular case is in another sense not as useful. I don't need textures. I just need a space to fill in what a particular cell contains. MIP, was it MIP UI? MIPUI? MIP UI? MIP UI? MIP UI, does work with a grid, but I can't figure out how to change the grid size. And really, I want to use one cell per location. Or I can always use more than one for large locations. I'm not looking to freeform draw shapes, maybe. See what it says. Really, I should be using something like a Grok or even ChatGPT so it can search the internet and help me out that ways. No. Well, I mean, I can change the grid to larger, I guess, but grid paper, what's that? Grid paper. I guess I'll just look it up. No. Virtual graph paper. Might work. Yeah, rectangle. That's not really. That might be an app I could make, though. Looking for something to. AG grid. What is grid paper? Where can I find it? I know what actual grid paper is. I want to know what the gridpaper.com. Okay, yes. Gridpaper.com. Okay. See what happens there. Probably not there. Alrighty, fine. Virtual graph paper. Eh, it's kind of weird. Freeform draw. I want to change the size of the individual cell, and I want to be able to put text or even an icon or some such. Probably just text right now. So I click my cell, I enter text in, and that's part of the map. I don't pre-draw rectangles. Well, grid paper is not working though. Online grid generator template.net. Yeah, I mean, and I can just go into something like GIMP or whatever and set a grid and snap to grid and set the grid size, and I could probably just do, I mean, maybe that's what I should do. Okay, that's fine. How do I use it? Huh. Invite and grid. What happens? Generate grid. It's like AI. What AI are you talking about? You can just use a basic grid, maybe to understand the text, but it's like, what's AI doing really for it? That's goofy to me. What's this here? OBS. Okay. It did this twice, huh? Interesting. Notifications. Okay, 10 by 10 precision grid. Here's your grid. What? How is this is cool looking, but what? I didn't ask it to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's not even 10 in there. What the heck is that? Okay, forget that. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. That's can't be reached. Let's do something here. Could you search the web for an app that I can it's free, browser based, that will generate a grid and let me edit the contents of each cell, possibly with some text or something. Also allows me to change cell size and grid total grid size. Not something that allows free form drawing. I just want something simple so I can map out my game easily. I mean, I could, with pencil, paper, create a grid of the exact cell size and overall grid size, and then write text inside it. But I was hoping there was a free app out there that did this for me. See what that says now. Okay. So it's going to do a search, which is good. I could use Chat GPT, I guess, too, but because it can do search now. Yeah, it's still showing me the same ones that Leo was showing me. And if you don't know what Leo is, it's Brave browser's search engine AI assistant. They call her AI assistant Leo, and it usually bases its results on internet search. So that's why I like using it. Though it doesn't. It's not doing it based on trained data. I believe it's doing it based on searching the web. And I just told Grok here to do it too. So we're gonna sit and text directly to cells. They avoid freeform, focusing instead on structured grid editing with SAMP similar. Create a finite grid. Type notes like boss, room, or treasure, specific cells, resize visually, and export. MIP UI. Um, yeah, pixel level cell resize beyond zoom. RPG focused, but perfect for any game grid. Yeah. Okay, RPG map by Deep Night. Great for label game maps. Pay what you want. Set custom grid size on create. Add text, labels, bubbles, numbered notes, auto legend, visible grid, zoom for cell scaling. Okay, well, let's look. I guess virtual graph paper. Yeah. I tried UI. It's all free-form placement, not specific grid cell. Run in browser. I think I've looked at this one before. Patch notes. I don't care. Uh, yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Hmm. Objects. General. Yeah. None of these really kind of do exactly what I need, which is, I mean, I can do it. It's like I said, I can do it on pencil and paper exactly what I want, which maybe I should. I could do it probably in like I could probably draw with my graphics tablet, but my drawing is horrendous. So I would need something to create the grid, and then uh, I could freeform draw or write inside a little chat GPT. Yeah, ChatGPT is useful for some things like bouncing ideas and stuff. It's a little bit more creative in a sense than Grok is. Let's see. Right, the place more flexible stamp based on grid position, but not strictly locked to single cell text setting like a spreadsheet. Like a spreadsheet, you know what? I could actually use a spreadsheet possibly because I can put text in the cells there. That's interesting. Deep Night. You start by setting custom grid size as a clean square grid. Use the text tool to place editable text labels directly on cells or as bubbles notes that align to the grid. Numbered elements auto-generate a legend. Zoom to make cells visually larger or smaller. Okay. Dungeon scroll. Okay. I don't know about dungeon scroll. Oh, actually, I do know about this. Yeah, but see, this is still freeform drawing. You know, I want to be able to like click inside a cell and like edit it, right? Like a spreadsheet. It's not that much different than a spreadsheet in a sense, except for a spreadsheet that doesn't actually do any calculation. That's what I'd like to have. Maybe that's something I should be like make myself. You literally want to click a cell type text, pencil, paper, but digital. Use a free online spreadsheet and force equal cell sizes. Google Sheets, add borders. That's interesting. Transport.io. Go to. Easily map adventure games. That's for adventure games specifically. First map. Well, I mean, this is still add room. Oh, I see. You can resize it. I don't know. This is kind of. I see. I see what's going on. This might actually work. I wonder if it's free or if I have to. From little connector circles. That's this resizer. Create a connection to the target room by dragging a line from the little connector circles. Um, um, even though his marked is a bit freeform, this is actually built for adventure games. I don't know how free it is, but can I save or not? And I can't figure how to make room connections as as when I select a room, just the resize handles Go up. But this almost looks like what I would want, or close to it. Not exact maybe. Hmm. Kind of cool. I like it when it does the little searchy thingy in here. Okay. It's freely placing rooms, but connections are structured and snap precisely. Here's the exact fix for room connections. It's common, gotcha. The UI hides ports until deselected. Create rooms, drag room shapes. Each room is editable. Or select. Okay. An empty spot on the canvas. Okay, we'll try it. Where did it go? Here, let's leave that one. That one, and I see. Oh, very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I might could do it with this, in fact. Uh, okay. Help. Alright. Load map, save map, settings. Oop. Map setting. Oh, map settings, I see. Title, author. Uh, I might have to use, this might be the one I have to use here. And my time is up for part one. So, um, so yeah. So I guess thanks for bearing with me in part one, even though I didn't really do anything here. I kind of did though, sort of, and that is because I'm gonna start doing the mapping. I wanted to, at first to do the there's a little plus in there for. At first I wanted to do um what was I saying? Something to do with the map. This might work though. This is just as simple. It's just a room. So like nodes, they don't even need necessarily to be. They do snap to the grid, and they do have the way the connectors go and stuff. Uh, so yeah, that might work. It should work. Oh, I was gonna say I wanted to use Blender because I wanted to learn how to use Blender Grease Pencil, or learn how to draw kind of while actually learning how to use Blender Grease Pencil. But I need a specialized tool for the mapping, I think. I mean, I could do it manually, like I said, but my drawing's atrocious, especially on the graphics tablet. I need some intense practicing, and I need to do it for a while before I can get comfortable enough to actually start doing stuff with it. But this is something that'll work, I think. Let's go ahead and bookmark. Let's go. Let's go back to the main. I don't know how to get to the main thing from here. But let's go ahead and bookmark this. Um, Generate code from your map. It's various adventure game development systems. That's kind of cool. Uh, shoot, I have my own room system and everything, but that's okay. Uh, Export YML if it fits in your development pipeline. Code is generated for your rooms, connections, and objects, and you can feed it straight to into your compiler. That's pretty cool. Hand-drawn maps. Hand-drawn software's maps, developer friendly, now created this functionality. Color pink. I don't see anything that says that it's free or not free or it says it's open source though. Okay. Oh, and it's for adventure game, so it's perfect, right? Oh yeah. Okay. All the compass directions, add list of objects, present. I think this will work. This is gonna work. Okay. So yeah, so thanks for joining me for part one, and join me back again in an hour when I come back for part two. And part two, I'm actually just gonna do the regular thing. I'm gonna start working on the actual chapter 7 stuff again, and we'll see how much we can get done in that period of time. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in an hour. Thank you. Thanks for watching part 1.